Right guys, how's it going? Welcome to Real Classic Film Reviews and welcome to the part of the channel where we go through some of the pickups that I made over the previous month. This being the pickups for the month of April. I know we're well into May now, so I'm very late on getting this done. I apologise for that. I was almost going to kind of leave this and maybe create like a really large pickups video in May, but I've decided to film it and get it out there just for the sake of kind of continuity / keeping on top of what's coming in. So without further ado, let's start. I've got a little stack of DVDs here first before we get into the Blu-ray and the 4K pickups. First one I want to show is Jack the Ripper. This is something I wasn't aware of its existence, but I stumbled upon it when I was looking for something else Jack the Ripper related on Amazon. I can't remember what that was, but I stumbled upon this. And I believe from the little bit of research that I've done, I can't remember when this was out, but I believe it was a 2-part mini-series on TV, maybe British TV back in the day. It could have even been the 80s. I don't know if it says on here. Ooh, no. If you know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, great cast in this. Obviously, Sir Michael Caine as Inspector Abberline, I believe. Yes. And also stars Jane Seymour. I think Susan George is in this and Amanda Sante. But yeah, really looking forward to that. Big fan of Jack the Ripper. Well, fan of Jack the Ripper, not him as a person, but of the case and the history behind it. So I'm very much looking forward to checking that adaptation out. Next, we've got Along Came Jones, starring Gary Cooper and Loretta Young. I think this is from 1945. And I haven't seen it, but I'm sure I saw it described as like a comedy romance Western, which I'm quite interested in seeing Cooper star in something like that. This was, if it's this film I'm thinking about, I think this was the film that was directed by Stuart Heisler, who I don't really know his work outside of a few kind of older film noirs. I think he did The Glass Key in the early 40s with Veronica Lake. But very interested to see what he'll do with the Western. I'm very interested to see Cooper's take on the kind of comedy rom-com Western, if you like. So that's Along Came Jones. Next up, we've got Eastwood in Pale Rider. Love this film. Love Eastwood. Love this. I was going to say this era of Eastwood. This is a mid-80s film, I believe. So it's not quite in my kind of favourite era of Eastwood, you know, his early 70s work, which we'll get to in a moment. But yeah, Eastwood just doing his thing. Obviously, he is the man. Produced and directed by Eastwood. I've got Jeremiah Johnson, which I have not seen for a long time. 1972's Jeremiah Johnson. Oh, he says yes. Obviously, Sidney Pollack directed. You know, just a great film. Definitely upgrade that to Blu-ray at some point. And I also picked up a little triple bill of Eastwood movies. And these are all, I think these are all early 70s films. High Plains, Drifter, The Beguiled, which I love, Joe Kidd. I've seen Joe Kidd, but I'm not massively familiar. High Plains, Drifter, that's what a classic. Love The Beguiled. But yeah, Joe Kidd, I really need to watch that again. Let me have a look. Yeah, definitely looking forward to checking that back out. 3 discs, 3 movies. I think it was like pennies, so I picked it up. So that's like a little stack of DVDs. We'll get that out of the way and put it just there. So next up, I think I've already done an unboxing video for this that'll be out and about by the time this goes out, certainly, and that's the 4K Zavvi exclusive steelbook of Singing in the Rain. Comes with this really nice steelbook, as well as a plethora of goodies. I'll link the video, the unboxing video, below. I won't kind of go into it all right now, but you know, as a set, it's pretty comprehensive. Transfer's fantastic, obviously, and yeah, I mean, crikey, it's a classic. It's a classic. We'll do that one in a minute. We've got Fellini's La Dolce Vita. Again, you know, not a great deal else you can say about this. It's been a long time since I watched this. I think I had a DVD of it back in the day. I've got no idea where that is now, and that's probably the last time I watched it, but I've forgotten how long a film this is. This is 170, so knocking on 3 hours. So I'm going to have to kind of clear an afternoon to crack this open and revisit it, but I am very much you know, looking forward to some peak Fellini. Obviously, that's the Criterion collection. I think this came in a a sale that was on recently, so finally snagged it, but very much looking forward to dedicating some time to getting back involved in that and checking out some of the special features as well. I think there's a good few documentaries on there, so super happy to have that. Fellini's Dolce Vita. Picked up a couple of titles from HMV sale, so the first one of which is Don Siegel's The Black Windmill with Michael Caine. So between making Clint Eastwood and John Wayne movies, Don Siegel produced this kind of British thriller starring Michael Caine, and Donald Pleasance, I think, is also in this. Yes, he is, among other actors. Again, long time since I've seen this, really looking forward to checking it out. I think I saw it on a really old, really shoddy looking, might have even been like a full pan and scan DVD back in the day, when it was pretty kind of difficult to see, but obviously want to put this out, and I think there's some blurb around it being the first release on Blu-ray for the first time, so it's got like a reversible sleeve art in there as well. But love a bit of 70s Michael Caine, and definitely looking forward to checking that back out. Also, in the same sale, I mean, these were like a couple of pounds. I picked up 1986's Dolls, which I have not seen since the VHS era days. I'm glad they kept this VHS cover for it as well, because I remember being familiar with that creeping me out in our local video store up here in the north of England, where I'm from, and that that my kind of fun fear of dolls, if you like, kind of started then. I haven't seen it since then, so God knows what it's like. I mean, I'm not really holding out much hope for it. Interestingly enough, directed by, oh gosh, what's his name? I'll forget his name. Stuart Gordon, who also directed Reanimator, amongst other films, and also one of my guilty pleasures of, again, the VHS era is a film called Robot Jocks, which is just so bad it's good. Really love that film. But yeah, Dolls, really looking forward to that. A great cult horror to add to the collection. Right, speaking of horror, I picked up 2002's Dark Water from Arrow Video, directed by Hideo Nakata. I'll be honest, I haven't seen this, but shamefully I have seen the dodgy remake that was out, I say recently, but it was, probably about 12 years ago now. But very much looking forward to this. Managed to track down the trailer on YouTube to watch, and it looks creepy as hell, which I'm looking forward to spending a bit of a dark evening with Dark Water. And on a similar vein, I picked up Pulse from 2001. Incidentally, I think this was directed by The Ring. This is the same director who directed the Ring movies. Yes, of course it is. Yeah, so definitely a kind of strong pedigree from that. And also I picked up Pulse again with this reversible cover. Don't think I've seen this. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I haven't. I'm not massively up on my kind of J horrors, but I might have seen. Was there a remake of this? I'm sure there must have been an American remake of this that I've seen and since forgotten about, but I'm certainly looking forward to checking this out because it looks creepy as hell. That's 2001's Pulse, directed by, does it say? I think it's Kiyoshi Kurosawa who directed this. Might be wrong, but yeah, definitely looking forward to checking that out. And finally, guys, to wrap the video up, I picked up another Arrow Video release of a Dario Argento film. This is the 4K set of Phenomena. There you go. I think, was this mid-80s? This was mid-80s Argento. But yeah, I've just seen the renounced Tenebrae. So I'll definitely be picking that up. But for now, really happy to add this. Obviously, the lovely Jennifer Connelly there, communicating with the insects as she does in this film. But again, with all these Arrow releases, brilliant booklet, poster, reversible sleeve, so you can have some original artwork on there and a host of goodies inside there. A couple of 4K discs. So I'm kind of getting all this Argento content together, and I'm going to have a big Argento marathon at some point. Big 4K Argento marathon I'm very much looking forward to. So that, guys, thank you for indulging me, was my pickups for the month of April. I have to get that right because it's May and I'm a little bit behind. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Any comments and likes and all that kind of stuff, super appreciated. Thank you so much to all the people who've kind of stuck by the channel in recent times and all the new subscribers, old subscribers. It's always very much appreciated. And in the meantime, stay safe, take care, bye-bye.